All right, so Izna just made their comeback with a new EP called Set the Tempo. We're going to be checking out the entire thing. So let's get into it, starting with their first track called Metronome. This is the title track right here. Okay. Oh, we got a little storyline. What's going on? Oh. I like the sound of chords. Go forward, those are. Oh. Okay, something's been wrong with my subtitles, so they're not showing up even though they're on. Let me see. Yeah, even though they're on. Yeah, you know, I'll just look at it later, the lyrics. I love how it sounds right here. That's a nice melody on that. Well, I'm loving these shots. That's a nice melody. I like how low she went there. Ooh. Like the higher harmony that's on this melody. Good percussion came in. Ooh, a little bit up. Okay. Ooh, okay. I like that drop right there. I like how it went up right there. That was nice. One right there. And then the break right there with that airy sound. And then that sound. Ooh, really interesting choreo right there as well. Like the vocal chops right there. Very different thing with that beat, how it's going. That's a nice transition out right there. I like how they're accentuating that, you know, kind of repeating that with that move. Ooh. Okay. I like how they have, you know, this part as well for the chorus, and not just that first part. That's a nice melody. I like the sound of the keys going down on that. Percussion right there, nice. Like her voice is like kind of reverb right there. Love the sound of this part. Especially as it fills out. That's a really nice folk on the back right there. And right there, I spread out that is nice. Love how they're singing more like a high register on this. Oh, that was nice. I love how she sung that. That's just some chaos right there. That's nice. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, I love how they're doing this video. Yeah, going to that, and it's like, very nice look right here. Nice. Love how they have this second part of the chorus, right? That's a nice, you know, contrast with color right there. The red and the blue right there. On that, so that's cut in between that. Wow. Look at these things with the shiny, the glitter. They look beautiful right there. It's nice. I like how she's on that. It's nice. That tone right here. Very nice. Nice transition right there. Very clean match cuts. Yeah, speaking of, very nice. Ooh, that's got like build up and she was singing that. Her voice echoing as well. Ooh, the thing going up on the. That's cool how they did that. I like that. Oh, what a percussion. Oh, didn't I expected they could go into that first part of the chorus. What's this? I'm loving the cosmic thing going. Ooh, I love that sound. Love how they're doing this choreo as well. The camera shaking with that. That looks nice. I'm going to like. This is a really well done music video. Probably their most like well done. Wow, it more filled out right here. I love this. Love how they go straight into that second part of the chorus. What's going on? It's like the light version of it right there. She hugs it. What? Did they have that in another music video? Where it was like shining versions of themselves or something like that? I don't know. I might be tripping. This was really nice. I like this one a lot, 100%. It might be my favorite just title track. Probably have to listen to it a little more times to see if I like the song more than the other title tracks. But music video wise, I would say like just everything all together, music video wise and song fit together. I would say most definitely. I like how the verses was going. I like how they sound vocally on this one. They have really nice tones, just the way that they were singing, even that pre-chorus, like how they did the whole like build up thing with that. I would say going into the chorus, I was like okay with it. Not usually a huge fan of like the chorus is where it drops down into like an instrumental thing and a voice kind of chop thing, but I like I said, I do like that they added the second part of the chorus with that as well. So that made me like it a little more because I usually am okay with it if there's not just that in the song, right? And they didn't just do that, and it made for a nice length song as well. So I like that. There's two parts of the chorus, and they sound pretty nice. I did like the sound that they used in that part though, where it was just like the vocal chop and like the instrumental going. But I usually just don't like that as the sole thing in the chorus. But they did that very, very nicely on this one. Definitely that pre-chorus, just the way they sounded there, the melody, just definitely my favorite part. I love how they just, started as well with the sound just being very filled out on that. How they did that, like this little dance break kind of section. I guess this was like, in the place of the first part of the chorus, right? But it was just different with the instrumental. I like what they did here though, what they did with the video as well. Like I said, I feel like that definitely made me like this a lot more as well, the way they did this video, just the look of everything. I love the cosmic look. I love the the look of the outfits, how they had the scenes with them, like the close-up, the shining and stuff like that, the glitter, all that, like all that looks just very, very nice. Even like the editing with like the match cuts and stuff like that they did. So I feel like the video definitely enhanced my enjoyment of the song. Still with the song itself, I did like the sounds that I was hearing on this one 100%. I think it fits with them as well. I feel like they fit with this sound and stuff like that. Of course, I'm gonna have to hear other sounds they go for the rest of the EP, but for this song right here, I definitely think it fits. They sounded great on this one. Love the sound just overall with that, the way that bass was going, the percussion as well. Definitely feel like that added kind of more to like the dancey thing. I like dancey type tracks. It was definitely more filled out, right? Like, let me see if I can go to the other. Yeah. So there is a difference. Like you can hear, on this kind of second part of the chorus the first time around. I guess it's the second time around, but it's the same anyway. But you hear it on, you have like that, they're saying a line, you have like the keys going down or whatever. And they have like a little higher thing on top of that as well that's going. But if you hear how it's going on this last one, I love the sound here. It's so nice. The whole build up with that as well. Yeah, it's definitely more filled out. They have like more, kind of like spread out chords that are like holding. They don't have like the keys going down on that. As they're going with that. And again, I love how the beat is going with the bass as well, going down. It's very catchy melody as well, so. They had like kind of like shouting vocals on that as well. So yeah, really nicely done with this one, 100%. Now let's go on to the rest of the tracks that's on this album right here.